Oh, okay, there. Good, it does work. It had me wondering for a second. Oh, game demos. What have we got? Hold up. This is gonna make the loud noise, isn't it? Oh, it didn't do it. I thought for sure. We have an interactive demo of Rally Sport Challenge and NFL Fever 2003, and a trailer for Blinks the Time Sweepers. I don't think we've seen this trailer. He can save us. It's so dramatic, and then it's this cat. Oh my god. Club banger. This trailer's really good. I feel like the game's gonna be kind of ass. But this is a sick trailer. Look at the physics. Oh, look at the physics. Oh, it's so fancy. Holiday 2002. Look forward to it. There's a massive difficulty spike. I remember I was watching Alter stream that game like a long time ago. And she seemed like she was in some kind of like horrible nightmarish puzzle level. So that's always been my impression of that game, was that it's full of horrible levels that suck. But maybe it's good. The trailer was really good. Engine volume, you can adjust that separately. Good. Alright, well I guess we'll be doing tournament mode for Quantum Redshift. Character data. You can tell the rabble this. Opposing me would be most unwise. He's a prince from Ukraine. The heir of the last czars of Russia. What? And has used his considerable wealth to carve out his personal fiefdom. While some call his claims mere delusion, none can dispute Yuri's skills on the quantum redshift circuit. Superstitious by nature, Yuri believes that the Quantum Redshift World Championship is his destiny. Once a red-hot teen pop sensation... Oh right, we gotta turn off the de-interlacing. This looks like shit. uh, disable. Okay, we're good now. See what I mean? I'm never gonna remember that when swapping games. Tara's career stalled in the wake of a drunken hover car crash. She reinvented herself as a racer and claimed the US Quantum Redshift Championship for 3 straight years, until she suffered a crushing defeat last year at the hands of Alicia Waverly. She's now redoubled her efforts and plans to do some crushing of her own. Okay. Can we play as what's her name, Waverly? Because she would just be better, right? I wonder when they say home circuit is Mount Grauen very hard. Are they saying the circuit is hard, or is like playing this character basically very hard mode? I have nothing to say. Please leave me alone. Ever since losing her lover in a tragic quantum redshift accident 2 years ago, Leah Matthias has dedicated herself completely to racing. Withdrawn and aloof, she is little fan or community support. Leah blames Max Steinhauer for her lover's death, and few believe she would shed a tear if he suffered a similar fate. Yeah, these people all have like tragic backstories. Can we play as Steinhauer here? No, these guys must be unlockable characters. The people mentioned in the tragic backstories. From the bedroom and garage of Jaya Kushala, Marcus Appleton has risen to the heights of the British quantum redshift circuit. An easygoing former grease monkey who knows his vehicle inside and out, Marcus is ready to test his skills in global competition. Chief among his opponents is Jaya herself, who has trained hard to regain her place in quantum redshift racing history. Born winner who enjoys major sponsorship deals, so she's a sellout, and widespread popularity. She's used her celebrity to crusade against illegal quantum redshift racing circuits. This crackdown included the indictment of Cassandra Foxton, mother of Kiri Foxton. Some say it was a convenient way for Reynolds to knock Kiri out of last year's Australian National Championship. Yeah, these people all have, like, beef with each other. I guess that's, like, they're setting up all the rivalries between the characters. But it's funny how they have to shout out like every rivalry in the backstories. Who do we play as? I feel like I want to pick one of the easy people because they're easy. She has a lot of sponsorship deals, so I think we might go Jordan Reynolds. I like her crusade against the illegal quantum redshift circuits. Wait, ship data. Okay, they've all got stats and stuff too. Kind of annoying that I can't compare very easily. She does seem like she's kind of a balanced character compared to, like, some of these others who are just, like, all over the place. Well, hang on. Is Marcus Appleton just objectively better? I think Marcus Appleton's stats are just objectively better than Jordan Reynolds. Look at this. Acceleration, power, turn. It's the same acceleration and power, but better turn. I think aerodynamics are better. I think track is the same. Off-road is slightly worse. Off-road is worse, but I think water is better. I think we're gonna go Marcus Appleton. Oh yeah, the weapons. Sonic versus Plasma. I don't think I care about that. I think we're gonna go Marcus Appleton, actually. His home circuit is listed as being hard, though. Screw it. We're gonna go Jordan Reynolds. We're gonna go Jordan Reynolds. And novice might be. And the scrolling text is way too fast. Progress 0 of 2 races completed. Progress 0 of 4 races completed. Win this tournament to unlock expert. Yeah, so novice is just completely optional. So I'm gonna skip novice. But I guess we're going.
I've been training for this since I was a child. No more holding back. The championship will be mine.
Yeah. You must finish the race in first place to advance to the next one. Use your turbo A. Tricolor hub in the top center of the HUD shows you your current weapon status. I mean, I'm skipping the tutorial. I'm skipping the tutorial. I don't feel bad about it. This game can't be that hard. It's literally just a racing game. Okay, so turbo is that meter in the bottom right. Oh, I got a chip. 5,000 bonus points. I don't think I care about bonus points. Oh my god, you can like ride on the wall. Well, the final difficulty is called Redshift. So maybe once we get to Redshift mode, it'll be like insane. This is just novice. Oh, it was only 2 laps. Okay, that gets me cash. Upgrade menu. I have 232,000. I guess I'll put it into turbo. I'm gonna dump it all into turbo.
Diese Berge kümmern sich nicht um deine Schönheit, Jordan. Sie freuen sich über jedes Leben, das sie fordern können.
All right. Wait, where am I going? Oh, it's up here. Xbox logo. I'm less confident than Quantum Redshift that the Xbox will still exist in the future to be advertised. Where am I even going? Okay, we're going down here. Yeah, that I see what you mean, Hahumi. You should have to sit on some kind of like futuristic thingy when you play this game. I'm really looking forward to Arctic Thunder. Semi-related. Whenever we get to Arctic Thunder, that's going to be a really good time. Now that's a game where you sit on a thingy in the arcade. We are side gaming Metal Slug, because I can't be playing that game for 4 hours a day. It's too much. It's exhausting. You have to mash the button the whole time. So I played like 2 hours of Metal Slug. And I'll come back to it tomorrow. I wonder about save and quit. If I save and quit, do I have to start the whole thing over, or can we... Okay, we get to continue. Continue tournament. These cutscenes are pretty good. I like how they talk shit at you in whatever language they speak, wherever they're from. Like that was Japanese. It's whoever's home circuit it is shows up to talk shit. It's fun that the 3-2-1 is also in the language of wherever the circuit is. That one was like in Japanese, and the last one was German, I think. That's kind of like a cool detail. Yeah, I mean, futuristic racing was big at the time. It was I sort of associate it more with PS1 era, you know, Wipeout and stuff. But there were like a billion of these games on PS1. There were a number of them on GameCube even, but they were sort of probably dying out at this time. But no reason to not think this game's gonna be big. I will say my first impressions of the game are that the vehicles are way too big and the camera is too far zoomed in. I think the game looks pretty good, but I'm not sure how good the racing actually is. It's lacking that risk-reward element from Wipeout as well, where you can sacrifice health to boost, and then you can consume power-ups to like get health back. That whole balance. I'm not sure if that was a thing in PS1 era Wipeout. They added that at some point though, and it was like that's a really strong addition. This game, it sort of just feels like I'm hoarding my power-ups and waiting for someone to pass. And like the boost is just sort of a thing that you just use in places. So this definitely doesn't seem like it's necessarily as good as like top tier futuristic racing games. But it's not bad either. I've been playing for 10 minutes, so.
Better than everyone else, Jordan, but you're going down.
Jealousy won't help you win. Besides, I can't help it if I'm twice as good as you.
You talk too much. I'm gonna shut you up for good.
All right. Nemesis challenge. I think I'm playing as the Australian. Kiri Foxton is either also Australian or British or something. The dev is not Australian, though. The dev is former Psygnosis staff. So they would be British. It's crazy that Sony just killed Psygnosis like that. Wait, where is... Kiri's just taking a massive shortcut. Alright, well, now I know you can just do that. Yeah, Psygnosis are the ones with the, like, sick owl logo. Nice. I guess I'll buy weapon upgrades, because I can. I don't know if all this stuff is gonna, like, continue to the next difficulty. I assume it will. I think it will.
Kiri never had talent. She was just jealous of my superior abilities.
I won't go back to the low circuit, not ever. I must go on.
You've won the Amateur Championship trophy. You've now unlocked Kiri Foxton as playable. Alright, well, moving on, I guess.
I've been training for this since I was a child. No more holding back. The championship will be mine.
Kiri Foxton was in Jordan Reynolds' backstory. Jordan Reynolds crusaded against illegal underground quantum redshift racing and put Kiri Foxton's, like, mother behind bars or something like that. So that's why there was beef there. Something about the character models in this game look really bad, though. I think it's like the material used for the skin just makes them actually look like they're made out of plastic. They just sort of give me like they just have like sex doll energy. I can't explain, but you know what I mean, right? They have like creepy posed faces. They're like too stiff. A plasticky looking skin. Damn, now that I'm an expert, I'm probably gonna lose. Oh, I was hit by Yuri. This is the toxic Yuri that we've heard about. It's a lot harder to control the game at this speed. For sure. This is canonically in the Seablade universe. Kinda. It does kind of look like I'm piloting the Seablade.
Your overconfidence is going to get you into trouble, Jordan. You're not as good as you think.
Every one of these cutscenes is just making me laugh. They're just like, they're just weird. They're just weird as hell. So is this like... Does anyone know, or can anyone Google it in 3 seconds, was this a launch game for the Xbox? Because I feel like this was definitely either launch or like very close to launch. First of all, Blinks wasn't even out yet because they're still advertising Blinks coming out holiday 2002. But the whole like... just the look of it, but also down to things like the way the buttons, like your 3 different attacks are coordinated to the colors of the buttons on the Xbox controller, and that just feels so like launch window to me. They're like so trying to like make the Xbox iconic like that. Like how can we incorporate the controller design into our game? September 02. Okay, so like a year later. This is like a year later. I thought that was the sound of me being attacked. It was not. They've got the whole F-Zero thing going on where you press forward or back on the stick when you're in the air to like get more or less airtime. Yeah, I think part of the problem with this game might be that the weapons are kind of boring. Compared to like Wipeout or something like that. I'm gonna be comparing this game to Wipeout nonstop, because like obviously. Dude, the water effect on the screen here This is Toxic Yuri. But, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, like, think about, like, the power-ups in Wipeout. Like, there's a number of distinct ones. Same with, Extreme G. There's, like, a number of distinct power-ups you pick up that you then use. Compared to this game, where it seems like you sort of just have a generic weapon that you power up and then fire at people. It's a little bit lamer, right? Yeah, this rain effect actually looks really good. This is like the power of the Xbox. Like, unironically. I think every car probably has a different set of weapons. Like, mine were plasma, and we were looking at it, and like Alex Appleton, or whatever that guy's name was, he had Sonic weapons. And I do like Sonic the Hedgehog, but not that much, so I went with the plasma weapon lady. But they probably all have slightly different weapons. But B is always homing, X is always non-homing, and Y is always shield. So there's only so much variety there even could be, I guess. I'm currently losing, actually. That is not good. I'm third even. I'm not even like doing well. I'm doing terrible. I think it's time to start pressing the boost button. I've been saving up my boost. Alright, we win. Forgot I had my boost until the last lap. Then we just boost past everyone at the end. Pretty good. Might as well get myself even more turbo per lap then.
You think you're so much better than everyone else, Jordan, but you're going down.
Jealousy won't help you win. Besides, I can't help it if I'm twice as good as you.
You talk too much. I'm gonna shut you
Wikipedia
up.
suggests they had a deal with Microsoft to make this a launch game, but then ran into creative differences. I wonder what Microsoft wanted them to do that they didn't want to do. I wonder what the creative differences were. Strong disapproval towards decisions made by Microsoft on the cinematics and box art of the game, with Neil Thompson stating the team was desperately unhappy and immensely disappointed with the final art direction, so probably Microsoft put the boobs in it. Microsoft is the reason for these awkward, shitty cutscenes with like the weird sex doll models. Probably the Psygnosis guys just wanted to make like a sick racing game and they didn't care about the character aspect of it at all. And Microsoft was making them like have characters. That's my guess. Just reading into it. You kind of don't want to be in front, because when you're in front, you can get shot at. So, like, I'm perfectly content just staying in the back and then boosting into first at the end. That's fine by me. A planned sequel was dropped following this game's disappointing sales. Yeah, the devs, Curly Monsters, I've never heard of before. One of many devs who released one Xbox game and then went out of business. For some reason, that just kept happening. I wonder. Yeah, Curly Monsters is pretty bad. Yeah, I can just like hold down the boost for the entire second half of that lap to win.
Kiri never had talent. She was just
I wonder if we're always going to be beating up Kiri after, like at the end of every tournament. Look how bad the background looks there, though. That's so funny. When it shows her close up and the background is just like the world's blurriest wall texture from somewhere in the background of the track. Looks really interesting. Yeah, it actually does control pretty well.
I've been training for this since I was a child.
This
No
is the
more
cover
holding
of the
back.
game that
The
shipped, Thompson
championship will be
says.
mine.
If anyone thinks this is a nice piece of art, we'll fight about it outside. This is a piece of shit. I will agree that the box art is so ugly. It must be so, you know, I feel like if you think about it, your former Psygnosis, you worked on Wipeout. Wipeout straight up has some of the best aesthetics of like any game ever. Like that is top of the industry. Like they hired the Designers Republic to fucking deliver on Wipeout. So like Wipeout looks so good. And to go from making games that look like that to making a game where the box art is Quantum Redshift is definitely probably like I shouldn't have quit my job at Psygnosis. You know? I think that the tracks look okay. I think the track looks okay, but I see how they may be focused on the box art here. I mean, as well, when you're the developer, you know, this is less the case nowadays, but in the 2000s, probably a lot of sales came from people going to the game store and then judging based on the box art. You know, if you see this game on the shelf, are you gonna buy it? Nowadays, box art is kind of a formality, I feel like, because that's not how people buy games. But at the time, that probably, a good box art probably mattered. Like a good YouTube thumbnail. If only people who were designing box arts back in the day knew about YouTube thumbnail meta, they would sell so many more copies of their game. The mystery of the Druids developers knew about YouTube thumbnail meta. They knew you gotta put a big yelling guy right there on the box art to get people's attention. Yeah, despite theoretically being a game developer myself, in theory, I'm not really plugged into like the online, like indie dev scene, so I don't know stuff about like what's considered typical and important when marketing your game and whatnot. But I could see like the thumbnail on Steam being important. I could see that being a thing that people talk about. Man, the game is actually starting to get really fast and hard to control at this point. I'm just like ping-ponging off the walls. There we go. Oh, I barely won that. Kiri was right behind me. Having an argument with a Souls-like dev on Discord right now, and you're honestly not missing anything important. Damn. The box art for Silk Song was just a pure black background with the word Silk Song on it. Oh, if it was, do you think people would buy it? Yes. Because I don't think anybody can think of... Oh god, yeah, that screenshot under the skin, that is how they made the Quantum Redshift box art. This is uncanny human models that just like don't look right.
عندما أهزمك سيعرف كل الناس أني سيد سباق الصحراء.
No. No extra Sims on the Xbox. I think there were some Sims on PS2, but it might have just been like expansion packs for The Sims 2 or something like that. I might even be wrong. What? Oh, we're that's the Egyptian guy. Okay, I was like, what language is this? That was Arabic, I guess. You just like launch off of geometry and get sent sideways. Like this game has no chill as far as like if you boost wrong, you do actually just boost in a crazy direction and lose tons of speed. There's no like forgiveness to it. If you're boosting, you gotta know what you're doing. Oh my god. I actually just got shot by everybody. I think I like my strat of staying in last and then just holding down the boost button on the last lap to pass everybody. Yeah, my shield is low. I'm like actually going to die in this race. Every single one of them just shot me with everything they had. I don't know if there's a way to regain health, but I think I'm probably just dead here. Yeah, and of course it was Kiri too. Oh, emergency teleport. Oh, no, that's we are out. Okay. I did make a list for if I ever finish the Xbox and want to do PS2. I actually still don't know if I ever finished that list fully, but I mostly finished a list of what PS2 thing would be. You know, at that point, it's all PS2 games, minus anything that's on GameCube, minus anything that's on Xbox, minus sports trash. And it's something like 800-ish games. But I do have that list somewhere. It's an interesting list too, because at that point it's basically just exclusives, right? There's a few games that are on PS2 and Dreamcast and nothing else. There's a few games that are on PS2 and PC and not Xbox, which is weird. But mostly it's PS2 exclusives. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would do Dreamcast or PS2 next. The Dreamcast would give me an excuse to stream 7th Cross Evolution and Shenmue 1. But I'm not sure what else about the Dreamcast I care a ton about. I feel like there would be a lot of really terrible games. It's got arcade ports, yeah. I would probably not do Evolution 1 and 2. I would probably not. I could. There's an argument there that I should. But I don't think I would, because I don't wanna. Oh, you do regain shields somehow. I think when you press Y, I think when you put a shield up, you actually regain some of your ship health. Yeah, you do. Oh my god, I thought that was the last lap. No! Alright, I just killed someone. That sucks. Yeah, this is tough. All 7 volumes of El Dorado Gate. I've never heard of that, but that sounds like a horrible idea. Dreamcast thing would have, it would have Omicron the Nomad Soul in it. It's really funny. Shoehorse has been sort of, every once in a while, he plays a random Dreamcast game. And he, at this point, I've managed to convince Shoehorse to pick 2 games to stream, and those 2 games were Omicron the Nomad Soul and 7th Cross Evolution. I've managed to convince him that both those games would be a good idea to play. And I don't think I'm ever going to be able to convince Shoehorse of a 3rd game after that, but those are my 2 games I've gotten on him. I have Omicron on Steam, and I played like half of it, but when you start to get deeper into the game, it just like actually starts to get worse. Like Omicron the Nomad Soul is straight up pretty good in the first half. It's like this really cool adventure game, but then after a while it just turns into like a really bad first-person shooter, and then I kind of lost interest in playing it, and some of the puzzles got too obtuse, so I had to like look them up, and that was bad for motivation as well. So I never beat it, but I did play a bunch of it and it was really cool. Maybe I would do Dreamcast before PS2 then. Dreamcast has a lot of bangers. A lot of the best games were ported, so I've already have played a lot of the best games, but it'd be fun to play, yeah, like Dynamite Cop, Cannon Spike, Mars Matrix. Yeah, I do kind of think that's, having only played Omicron and Heavy Rain, I do think that that seems to be the major weakness of David Cage, is that he's fundamentally incapable of delivering. His games will all start really good and have like a good premise, but he's fundamentally incapable of delivering. It always gets real stupid. We're in lap 3 right now. I'm just comfortably chilling in last where I can't get shot. Regaining some health. And then on probably end of lap 4, we're gonna send it. Try to pass everybody. Oh no. Oh, there's a little corner there. There's just like a corner you can get completely caught on. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Do I win? Oh, don't pass me. Okay. By 0.05. Seaman side game through the entirety of Dreamcast thing would be really funny. Gotta feed my fish, guys. Hang on. Gonna do that. I think that these races are too long for how violent they've gotten.
Sometimes you just have to let go and race. That's why I'm bound to beat you.
Like look at Mr. Appleton's like hand motions in that cutscene. It's so crazy. Like they don't know what they're doing animating humans. So they just have them like waving around. I have to feed my stupid fish who I hate. I don't know. I've never properly like taken a look at the full Dreamcast library. Just like looked at a list of it. I've never looked to see how good or bad of a time it would be. As far as RPGs go, I know there's a couple that I haven't played, but like Evolution I wouldn't be doing. And Skies of Arcadia I wouldn't be doing. Yeah, Grandia. Is it Grandia 1 or Grandia 2? But I actually wouldn't mind playing Grandia, because, yeah, people really hype up Grandia 2 as being very good. So I'd actually kind of be down to play that. The shield like covers the entire screen. I can't see shit when the shield is up. Alright, successfully killed Kiri. This is lap 4. Seaman Go for mobile phones. I think that would be successful. I really don't understand how there's no Chow Garden mobile game in the year 2025. After so many years of people asking for Chow Garden anything, it has such like... It's the freest money you've ever seen. I have no idea why Sega hasn't done it. They must have some specific reason why they don't want to do it. But like, it's the freest money of all time. Ow. Just bounced off those like bridges up there. Oh my god, no. I'm still in dead last here, even with all the boosting, just because the boosting hasn't been going well. Yeah, dead last. Really hard to boost. The Sega guy did explain why they don't do it on an interview. Yeah, Chow has nothing to do with Pokemon. I'm not sure what patent you could be referring to that could even possibly apply there. That wouldn't also catch, like, if anything, I'd be more afraid of, like, Tamagotchi, like Bandai coming after them, but... One must consider as well that patents expire at some point. This sounds like... I'm gonna be real with you, this kind of sounds like the kind of pop legal stuff that I put zero stock in, where people are like, this has been gaming news recently, people are like, did you know that Nintendo just received a patent on summoning? And it's like, well, no. Did you read it? It's a whole lot more complicated than that. It's like whenever people show up saying they're like, did you know that this is patented? They can't do this because of copyright, this, that. I sort of don't put stock in it most of the time. According to Takashi Tezuka, Chow were used as a disguised tutorial to incentivize people to replay stages and has no point to exist by itself. I think that Mr. Tezuka is quite wrong, and lots of people would be happy to raise their Chow, even if it didn't involve playing Sonic Adventure 2 battle stages over and over again. I'm super not surviving this, but I don't know, I just want to try. Man, I got to the... We're in the second to last difficulty, and suddenly the game is, like, really hard. Yeah, also, wait a minute. Takashi Tezuka. Isn't that a Nintendo guy? Yeah. Maybe I just need to be super violent and just kill everybody so that they don't kill me. Maybe we just gotta go ultra violence mode. Yeah, Iizuka is the Sonic the Hedgehog guy. I feel like it's probably him who said that. Three shield, yeah. Man. I definitely have to stay in the back. This game is like very easy until all of a sudden it's not. I was thinking, like when we were kind of cruising through the lower difficulties, I was thinking, am I gonna beat this in like 45 minutes? But no. It's nice they let me keep retrying though. They don't have to, there's not like a continue system where I have to beat a bunch of races in a row. I do get to just keep trying. A whole lot more comfy. Alright, Kiri's dead. I can't come in actual last. How do I have 20? Like, who even hit me? I kind of wonder who even hit me to where I was down to 29 shield. I was in last. How was I taking hits? Yo, Giga. Thank you so much for the 6 months in advance of subscribing. Taking advantage of the September deal. Man, I feel disgusting whenever I even bring that up. I'm really not made for being a content creator. I can't sell these things. But I appreciate it a ton, Giga. I hope you are doing well. I was lurking your DK Bonanza DLC stream last night. Wow, 3 of us all died there. Chow Garden returns only if Sonic Adventure 3 happens? Man. They should make Sonic Adventure 3. It's time to stop trying to be creative and start making Sonic Adventure 3. Quit thinking you're epic, Sega, by coming up with new things to put Sonic in, and just make the old thing. Think of the money. Oh my god, I'm sideways. That's really cool. That's not fast, but it is really cool. Pretty much. It's more like Wipeout, minus any kind of risk-reward mechanic, plus your car is gigantic and takes up the entire screen. But pretty much, yeah. Ugh, I'm too far away. Come on. Look at the person right in front of me's health. Oh, behind me now. They have like 0 HP. Alright, they're dead. I think I might have to just like grind money until I can have a max upgraded ship so that I can actually survive these races. They've become too violent. They're not even really fighting each other, they just save their power-ups so that they can hit me with them. The second I try to pass, I just get hit by like 9 million missiles. Like, look at my health. My health went from full to 45 in like 2 frames. I don't even understand how that happened. I think that they just save up like max homing missile, and then the moment I pass them, they just max homing missile me. I'm gonna take my 5th. So that I get to keep the money, because if I die, I get no money. No new cash. Oh. Earn new cash by beating your previous high score. Oh, shoot. That's... Never mind. This is gonna be really hard then, because I can't grind. If I hit clear changes, do I get my money back? No. No, it is... There's no respecking. Alright, well, I think I just have to chill until lap 5, and then just try to boost in front of them without dying then. Yeah, I think it would sort of lend itself to like cone crazy strats, where you just sort of hang out and try to improve your PB by like $1 at a time, although it might only give you $1 in that case. That turn is really tight. Yeah, I just heard about that guy. I just heard about that guy the other day, Hydro. Like, the world record pole vaulter gets paid every time he breaks the world record, so he just keeps improving the world record by like 1 centimeter. Yeah, not much I could do about that. Yeah, I could see at like the highest end of weightlifting, you probably, if you're trying to break the record, you don't want to push it too far. You'd seriously injure yourself. If you're gonna break the record, you're gonna do that by a small number so that you don't have to do that much more than last time rather than trying to push it. I could kind of see that. This is only lap 3. Man. And Marcus Appleton is way up there. Well, I got 3rd. Is that going to be a high score? No new cash. Man, how can I not get a high score on this track, even though I've never done better than 5th? It's first for all 4 races. You keep resetting the race until you get the high score on it, or until you get first on it. I don't know if I can go farm earlier difficulties. I'm not sure if that's a thing I'm able to do. Like, how about I go do Novice? Let's see if I can farm money from Novice. This is like 2 races and should be really easy. I don't know what I would do with the money, though. Yeah, not nearly fast enough on Novice mode to be able to get up there. It might be that, it might be high score per track rather than per track per difficulty as well, in which case, like, because I'm missing the difficulty multiplier here, this is gonna be $0. I could kind of see it working that way. Yeah, no new cash, because we're nowhere close to my high score. So I bet that my high score on that, I bet my high score that I couldn't match on that race that we're stuck on is from a previous difficulty that I actually won. Well, here, I feel like now I have to finish Novice because it's sitting there in the menu looking at me. So let me just do this. And then I guess we'll just go back to grinding attempts. I don't know. This has gotten really hard. They have like some fake brands on them that aren't that interesting. Alright, well, that's nothing, but now I've done it. Cool. Novice Championship trophy's mine. Anyway, back to this.
You overanalyze, Jordan. Sometimes.
Ooh, hit me, huh? Can they shoot backwards? Maybe it's actually possible to shoot backwards. I didn't think it was, but somehow I got hit when I was in last there. Which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, from 215 down to 15. They just... Yep. The instant you try to pass someone, they just hit you with the max upgrade. The max upgrade homing missile that just does 200 damage. That feels kind of unfair that they don't use that on each other. They only save it for the player. Yeah, the instant you try to pass someone, they pull that shit out. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe somehow attacks are getting reflected by barriers back at me. That could be. It's also just that their racing is so much better than mine. Okay, down to 5. Like they just have like aimbot level control. Whatever the racing version of an aimbot is, you really can't keep up with them without spamming turbo at this point. Like they're already just mostly gone. Whenever I try to do anything, dude, that... Turbo is good, except for when it's not. Come on. Yeah, oh, that's not the end. I thought that was the last lap. No! Oh, that was only the 3rd lap. We were not even close to the end there. Okay. We were actually not even close to the end there. God. First out of lap 3, though. And now I'm dead. I feel like I got so lucky to be able to do that. And it was only lap 3. I don't know why I thought that was the last lap when we were not even halfway done with the race. I am trying to get better at, like, just the actual racing lines and stuff rather than just brute forcing my way through. And I think I am improving. I have no shield. Yeah, that sucks. Not much I could really do to prevent that. Why did I think that it was left there? Just dead wrong. Not sure how I didn't get the shield pickup there. It's only lap 4. Kiri, dude, stole the shield right in front of me, and I'm dead. Man, so close. Lap 5, and we were competitive. A lot of people were nearly dead there too. Everyone had taken a lot of damage. Oh my god, I just could not regain control there at all. I just feel like whenever I'm about to get a power-up, everyone just goes right in front of me and steals all of them. Even if they're nowhere near me, they just show up and steal all of them. I never get to pick up the good stuff. The computers are experts at hoarding power-ups. Pressed the wrong button there. Literally just pressed the wrong button. And dead. Yeah, I shouldn't have been dead there. I panicked and hit the wrong button for the shield. Yeah, it's just really bad. I did throughout that entire, like in the beginning of the race. In the beginning of the race, you can get a lot of yellow power-ups, but that entire middle section just feels like there are none that are in decent positions. And then I'm just left exposed, and then I just get blasted. You get the shield if you go to the right there instead of the left. I think left is faster though. That yellow is completely unobtainable. It's like right next to a wall. That's just a really badly placed shield. I should be getting that star every time. I miss that star kind of a lot, and I shouldn't be. The guy whose home stadium this is nearly dead. There he is in last with like 1 HP. And he's now healed a ton. Oh, okay, now he's dead. Cool. Someone died. I feel like they have much larger hitboxes for picking up the power-ups than me. I don't know if that's just like conspiratorial thinking, but I feel like I see them grab the power-ups from like halfway across the road, and I can't do anything like that. Ooh, wrong way. I don't know why I keep thinking it's left there. We got this? Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. They all fell apart on the last lap. I don't know what happened there. They all completely fell apart, and then I had like a pretty clean last lap there. Oh man. Upgrade menu. I don't know what to buy. I feel like I should buy the max upgrade homing weapon, because like then I can actually fight back a little bit more effectively. But maybe that's stupid and I should just buy more shield. Maybe I should just buy more shield. Well, everyone's just going to be resorting to ultra violence from now on. This is still not the highest difficulty, by the way. There's another layer after this. There's a Redshift difficulty. But I don't know, maybe that track was just hard. Oh, what the? That sent me so far back. Okay, apparently you can just overshoot this and then they send you back like 12 years. Well... yeah, wow, when they set you back so far. Really aggressive Lakitu mechanics. I think I will be coming in last in it. What? I was on the track. Hello? Okay, this track is ass. This is just bad. And I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna die now because I got level 3 red. I assume that's level 3 red because it happens in an instant. It can't be the guns because the guns would be more gradual. Wow. Completely sidelined by that. The manual for this has a very patronizing tone. Damn. What kind of casual gamer needs to check the manual? Okay, fine. Since you asked, here's the controls. A real quantum redshift racer doesn't need to be told this, but it seems like you do. Please insert the disc into your Xbox. Alright, third. It's money, though. Third means we get some money. I mean, I didn't die, so I think we're gonna upgrade weapon here. Hang on, I have to read this now. I have to know. How could a manual have a patronizing tone? It's the manual. Avoid damage to your television. Do not use with certain televisions. Some televisions, especially front or rear projection types, can be damaged if any video games are played on them. Static images presented during the normal course of gameplay may burn into the screen. That's fun. What? Hang on. Welcome to Quantum Redshift. You don't go this fast. We don't care what kind of car you drive or where you drive it. We don't care if you're a fighter pilot, a space pirate, a skydiver, or some sort of bioengineered cheetah person. You don't go this fast. There are a handful of people on Earth who can handle these speeds, who can keep their seats clean when the world outside the cockpit window starts to blur from the sheer freaking velocity. And now, for the first time, they're all in one place. A world championship has been created for the fastest men and women on Earth. It's never been done before, kids. It's bigger than you, so don't be ashamed of your ignorance. This will explain it all. This here, and your untrustworthy little hands, is a taste of the glory. What the What? Driving controls. Face it, loser. You're never getting your greasy mitts on the control of a single-person armed racing craft, Spark. You'd probably just smear the thing into a wall anyway, so we're all better off. But we know you'd high jump over your grandma for a peek inside one of these sweet babies. So peek away. Don't drool on the paper, freak. It wrinkles. When the controls literally call you a fucking loser. This is an incredible manual. Why do they explain the controls like that? Maybe that's what they're talking about. Creative differences between the developer and Microsoft. Microsoft is like, what if you constantly insult the person who just bought your game? What if you call them a loser for wanting to know what the controls are? Quantum Redshift has a ridiculously cool soundtrack by none other than Junkie XL. But maybe you like racing to banjo music. Fine then, make your own custom soundtrack. Junkie XL is, I recognize that name. I think he's been in many other video game soundtracks before. Whoever that is. Yeah, they had just come off of watching the Thousand Land playthrough and they were sick of the banjo music. How did I not get that star? Hello? Oh my god. World's worst racing. I feel like I'm ahead of the pack enough that they can't shoot me, and I want to keep it that way. I don't know how it got to this, but they can't shoot me because I'm too far ahead or something. I'm doing a really bad job now. I think I'll stop boosting so much. If you call the helpline from wait. What helpline? Is that a thing? Is that a quote from the manual? Star, let's go. Got a star. Just boost, just go. Alright, that was way easier. I don't know why, but that was way, way easier than the previous race. Yeah, not enough money to buy anything with that. So this should be the 1v1, and then we go on to Redshift difficulty.
You think you're so much better than everyone else, Jordan, but you're going down.
Jealousy won't help you win. Besides, I can't help it if I'm twice as good as you.
You talk too much. I'm going to shut you up for good.
I guess because my nemesis is Kiri, we just always do this on the same Australia map because it's always the same nemesis. I wonder if I can just kill her. Now that I've got level 3 red, maybe I can just kill her. And just casually do the rest of the race by myself. I gotta check. There's something that's been bugging me in this playthrough. It really looks visually like they're somehow absorbing power-ups. And like maybe using them for healing or something, which is a thing from Wipeout. I want to check the manual on that. Oh, sure. So when I fire the triple red, it just does nothing. When they fire the triple red, it's like a one-shot. Maybe they're doing more than the triple red to me somehow. Got baited into using my max shield. The second I hear the noise, I just press Y. Not thinking about it, I'm just pressing Y. Alright, nice and easy. The 1v1 is like not hard. The 1v1 has never been hard. Next upgrade special. Maybe I'm getting hit by special. Should I buy that? I feel like I'm not using up all my turbo anyway, so I don't necessarily need to buy more. I'm gonna buy special. Maybe that's like if we have max everything. Hang on, I'm checking the manual on this. Wow. I checked the manual, multiplayer mode. Let's say you have friends. Close your eyes and just go along with it, okay? So let's say you had 1, 2, or even, dare to dream, 3 friends, and you all owned Sparks, and you wanted to take them out for a friendly competitive spin. Multiplayer mode lets you play up to 4 players, split screen with unlocked characters of your choice, blah blah blah. This is a crazy manual. Does the manual say anything about special? I don't think it does. Maybe it'll be clear once we're actually playing. Oh.
Kiri
There was
never
another
did.
race.
She was just jealous of my superior abilities.
Wait.
I won't go back to the low
No,
circuit,
okay,
not
yeah.
ever.
No, this is the cutscene after the race, right? Okay, I forgot that it would play this. It's the same cutscene every time, because it's the same rival, which is weird. Well, all that's left is, wait. Win the Master Tournament with all characters to unlock? No. No. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. They want you to do that 16 fucking times in order to unlock Redshift. Or 15, because this one says you have to, well... No, yeah, that one says win the Master Tournament with Kahekili to unlock. Okay, so yeah, they want you to do that 16 fucking times in order to unlock Redshift mode. No. No, I'm done. I'm stopping the timer here. GG. I don't know if there's a real ending to this, but given that that took me 1 hour and 45 minutes, doing that 16 times would take me 28 hours. Yeah, hang on. Are there cheats? Gamefax.com. Can I just enter a code to unlock it? Quantum Redshift. Cheats. All craft upgrades. All future pilots. Infinite shields. Unlimited turbo. Unlock all the speed types. Yes. There actually is. There actually is a cheat code to unlock Redshift. I might not be able... We might have screwed it up, though. It says that you have to type in cheat as your player profile name. And then that unlocks a cheat option in the options menu, but I already named myself Tapioca. Let's see if I create a new profile and I name myself all caps cheat. Let me go options. Yeah, there you go. Easter eggs. Now we have access to the cheats. Enter cheat code. And the code is zoom. Zoom. Unlock all speeds. And then there's Redshift, but now I would have to also cheat. Now I would have to also cheat for all the, to get all my upgrades back. Or I could just play the whole game again, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. Do we do it? So I would probably just have to go replay the whole game. Or cheat for max upgrade, and then we could do Redshift mode. And I don't even know if there are credits after Redshift mode or anything. It might just be nothing. But I feel like I should probably do it. I don't know. Can I, like, come in to tap it? Nah, we don't have access to that stuff. That is incredibly annoying. You came back to an unfortunate discovery. Why am I here? It turns out that the final difficulty is unlocked by winning the Master Tournament with all characters. All 16 of them. And to even unlock well, hang on, can I... Okay, I could just go straight to Master, though I think I would lose. I don't even think I would necessarily save time doing that. Win the Amateur, Expert, or Master Tournament with this character to unlock his nemesis. So I guess technically... that's still a lot. Even if I did just Master with all 16 characters, that would still make this one of, if not the longest Xbox game. That would still make this like 30 hours of doing all this shit. This could be like an hour per character, which would be like 16. I say just go back to the cheat profile. Yeah, I think I may. If no one seems to be asking for me to do this legitimately. So I think we may just go into the cheat profile. Unlock all speeds. Max out my car so that it's maxed out like it was by the end of Master. It was close to maxed out. It won't make that much of a difference. And then we'll just do Redshift mode like that. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's what we're gonna do. Either way, we're gonna do it tomorrow. I am done streaming for today. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll come back tomorrow for Redshift mode, just on the cheat profile.